Howdy do y'all, this is John and welcome to my 6th Annual Horror-Athon. We are beginning this horror marathon with Friday the 13th. And in this cult classic, it deals with this group of young adults who travel to this summer camp. They're getting ready to work as counselors in the summer camp, and all of a sudden, this killer shows up. And they don't know who it is. So now it's a question of, will they survive this horrific encounter? Now getting into it, Friday the 13th is one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies. This is not a good movie at all. I'm throwing this out there. This is not a good movie. But I enjoy it a lot. And part of it is that, there's at least some elements where it does kind of feel like they're trying a little bit. First of all, you never see the killer. You only ever see his hands or feet. That's about it. And they don't even reveal who the killer is until the very end of the movie. On top of that, there's at least some kind of attempt with character development. It mostly fails. The main character, played by Adrienne King, she's just kind of a one-note hero, nothing special. Pamela Voorhees, it's such a shame that we don't get enough of Pamela Voorhees in the movie, because she's like the one kind of well-developed character. I'm not gonna spoil who she is or what she does to you guys. For anyone who has not seen Friday the 13th, like I said, we just did not get enough of Pamela Voorhees in the movie. And Betsy Palmer, may she rest in peace, like, she owns the character in terms of her performance. The kills are iconic. Some of the makeup effects could have been better, especially in this one death scene involving an arrow being, shoved through a cot and through a guy's throat. Like I said, makeup effects could have been better in some areas, but the kills in the movie are, still sick today. And some of them, like that one, are iconic. But the real, true, great thing about the movie is Harry Manfredini's musical score. Manfredini, the music he made for this movie, is some of the most iconic horror movie music in history, especially the Friday the 13th theme. That ma thing. You hear that, and it's just this ominous sound. Great music. Harry deserves all the praise he gets for his music on Friday the 13th. As far as the story goes, basically Halloween, but in a summer camp. Now, Halloween, this movie is a complete ripoff of it. Even director Sean Cunningham and writer Victor Miller have admitted this. The movie is a complete ripoff of Halloween. In my 4K copy of the movie, Victor Miller literally said that when Sean Cunningham approached him to help make the movie, he literally said, let's just rip off Halloween. And as I mentioned with the writing, it's kind of a close but no cigar scenario. Because on one hand, in some ways they're actually trying, some of the characters are actually making some half-smart decisions. When they get killed, they're killed in an area that nobody can see them, so nobody knows they're dead. But up until the killings start, everything's very chaotic. Halloween's writing was very slow and methodical, and had a very small cast. So you could better develop the hero, and also, better develop and pace the story. So that's kind of the difference between the two movies. One's chaotic until the killing starts. The other is slow and methodical and makes the wait worth it. The only inventive thing that the movie does from a cinematography, from a visual perspective, is the POV shots of the killer. And that's because they're just copying what Halloween did. Now, Halloween did it better, but the approach they took with the POV shots, Cunningham and his cinematographer, Barry Adams, I think his name is, it's still effective. It's just not as strong as Halloween's. All in all, the movie's fun. You know, it's one of those so bad it's good movies. Except it's not actually terrible. You actually get the sense that there's some love for the horror genre within the people who made the movie. And in a way, they were trying. It's just that their best attempts were not enough. Either because they weren't exactly talented enough, or just were in such a rush that they couldn't make it work. I'm going to grade Friday the 13th like this. In terms of technical quality, the movie's a 4. But in terms of entertainment value, Friday the 13th is an 8. I recommend it if you're, in the mood for something that is technically not good, but is still enjoyable to watch. Now, the people who have been subscribed to me for years at this point know the drill with my horror-athons, but those of you who are new, this is what I do every year. From October 1st to October 31st, I do a new video every Wednesday talking about a horror movie. My first video goes up on the 1st, last the 31st, every Wednesday in between, new video. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please don't forget, I have a secondary channel where I do gaming content. Please go check it out. And as per usual, please remember, the Badetsky will return.